situation in our various villages at home. Please, if you are not participated in this program, it is our duty, because the only thing that can make our people to know, to understand, to wake up from the sleep is hearing our radio. Because even Bible said, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing the word of God. And where can you hear the word of God is only already Biafra. You hear the true word of God. May God bless all of us and keep us and give us the strength and give us all the resources we need to fight our enemy, the Fulani people that are not in our land. May God give us all the resources that we need so that we can be able to bring it out from our pocket and support this great project that has been set before us. I'm signing off for here. Most
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazindiko. Thank you very much. This is Radio Biafra service. You know, as I was saying before, if you Google the demographics of Nigeria, when you read, you will find it, absurd that you will not see other ethnicities mentioned, other tribes. Let me use that word, tribe. Other tribes mentioned in the northern part of Nigeria, where you will see other different tribes. What you see in the northern part of Nigeria mostly is Hausas, Fulanis only. And you start believing that, oh, it's only Hausa, Fulani, as you call them. Do you see? All these things that you are googling, they are writing like this, they pay heavily with Nigerian money, with money from Biafra land, in order to change all these lyrics. But little the people know that we have more ethnicities, more tribes in the north than in the south. We have more tribes in the north than in the south. People don't know. But in the south, in the same demography, you will see they will mention the Efiks, the Bipios, as different tribes. All these are ploys, the ways in order to do what? Continue dividing us. And the worst part of it is that our people are accepting it. Sorry, just a few minutes. Hold on, hold the line, I'm coming. Yeah. So what am I saying here? We think that we are wise. Well, we are not. The same way the so-called Ohanes and Igbo, they agree, they accepted. Today, if you call, let me say Ohanes and Igbo, they are for Ohanes and Igbo. Okay. If they, anytime now for every person, if they mention the Igbo states, they will just call the 5 states of the Igbos. They'll just call it. Only Anambra, Enugu, Abia, Imo, Ebonyi. Finish. Little did people know that we have Igbo-speaking communities even everywhere, right from Kogi to Benue. Igbo rivers. Am I talking about rivers? Rivers is half or more than it's even Igbo. In Bayelsa, in many other places. But these people, they allow themselves to be, they contract them, press them, and they accept, they agree. Because they are playing politics. They are being loyal to Nigeria. Because Nigeria is only there to make sure that they clear us. They clear Biafrans, mostly the Igbos. And why are they doing this? They will face the Igbos first. There is one we say, oh no, it's not us, it's the Igbos. But wait, when they finish humiliating, killing the Igbos, now they will come. For them, it's just peanuts. That is the way they are doing. I mean, the Fulani Caliphate. They will disperse the Igbos, disperse them in different communities. I read the other day, they wrote, Igbo residents in Benue cry out against marginalization, against kidnapping. When you see that caption, you think that they are foreigners that come from Anambra or Ebonyi, living in Benue, not knowing that they are the indigenous people in Ebonyi, communities that are being mapped out, that are inside Benue State. But Ohanes and Igbo, when you talk about Ohanes, they will tell you Ohanes is meeting in Enugu. There are only 5 states. Our people, they are killing our people slowly as a people. and we are dying slow deaths with the connivance of the so-called political representatives of the so-called Igbos, the Southeast and the South, the Biafrans in general. Connivingly, they are conniving with the Hausa Caliphate, killing us as a race, killing us little by little, subduing us. Before you know it, from the 5 states, the pony will opt out and say, no, there are no more Igbo. You know, it will be 4. Before you know it, it will be only 2 states. I will become inconsequential, nothing. Not knowing that you are living, your kids and kin are everywhere. We are Biafrans. Thank God for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, over to you, please. Your name and where you're calling from.
Wow,
You're welcome.
wow. Just it is a pleasure hearing your voice once again. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for all the effort you are making. And at this point, I have to greet every Biafran all around the world. And this Biafran I want to greet are the committed and dedicated Biafran. Because when we say Biafran, there are 3 groups. We have the careless, we have the defiant, and we have the committed and dedicated. So my greetings go to the committed and the dedicated. And with what we are doing, the Almighty will always assist the committed and the dedicated. So at this junction, I want to say that the program and the presentation today is so wonderful. It's so wonderful, and I just want to make a little submission. The submission goes this way. I want to talk a little bit about vision, about determination, about rule of engagement, and justice. Why am I saying this? There are 3 groups of people among us. We have the proud, we have the arrogance, we have the ignorance. And these 3 people are enemies of progress. For any achievement to be possible, there must be vision. And the visioner doesn't get tired, and the visioner does not quit. It's just like all the principal officers of IPOB, none of them is getting tired, none of them is quitting, because they have vision. And just like you, I'm happy with what you are doing. In that, just like I said, the visioner has it all. Imagine that somebody, because he made a pledge and fulfill it, he is calling you to make it public. And it didn't occur to this guy that there are thousands of people that have done much more and never want to be made public. You see, pride. When we look behind it, pride was even exhibited in heaven. In heaven, the Almighty, according to the scripture, the Holy Book, has bestowed a lot of things to angel Lucifer. And it got to a time that angel Lucifer wanted to convert. He wanted more, and was removed. And that is why when this person called you and was demanding, you listen to him. And you told him, I will not do that because it's not necessary. Now, supposing you don't have vision, you will do what he said. This guy is full of pride, he's greedy. He's full of pride and arrogance and all that. And these are the enemies of truth, enemies that are waging war against our determination. But you see, we shouldn't be bothered. There are so many people in the days of Moses that did the same. But one thing was clear. The kingdom of Israel was delivered from Egypt. But all the enemies who were enemies within, they all perished in the wilderness. And that was why there was no elderly person that left Egypt that go to promised land. So the so-called Ohanese, whenever I hear all these things, they belong to the defiant Biafra. They belong to the defiant. So we should not even be listening to them. Now, education, knowledge is different from education. People went to school, but what did they learn? What did they know? It's left like the visionaries, as I always say, have it all. You see that nothing distracts Onyendu. Nothing distracts him. He's determined. He's disciplined. He's full of as we continue to talk, the only thing we should be doing is to be talking. And the humble will hear, and the humble will listen, and the humble will join. But the pride, the proud, they will all be put to shame in due course. It must happen. So I may not have much to offer to what to what you are saying. However, everything you said is in order. It is in order. It is in order. So I don't see why some people should, because they have given a little thing they want. What kind of thing is that? This thing reminds me of when Onyendu went to Japan and just ask a little question, and nobody could even answer it. When people don't answer such little question, what do they really know? Would they be priding because they have money? Do you know that that person who gave, say, 50,000? 50,000 is just about 500 ringgits here. 500 ringgits in Malaysia. Which is just nothing. Nothing. And he's making noise. He's making noise. So he's an enemy within, but that's no problem. Just like we have identified them, we have the careless, we have the distant, and we have the committed. So we are interested in the committed and the dedicated ones. So as the message you propagate goes around, I know it is hitting. Many people are accepting and many people are opposing, but the opposition will always mount to the expulsion of demons from heaven when pride entered their heart and they wanted to covet and usurp some prerogative that was not due for them. And that's how it's going to be. So my prayers this morning from Malaysia is that the Almighty will continue to strengthen all of you and all the supporters of the restoration of Biafra. And very soon, just like the Almighty did it for Israel, He's going to do it in His own, for His name's sake. So, I forgot to say that I am Badiwe. I hail from Ojiriba province, Biafra land. I reside here in Malaysia. I'm a research student in Malaysia. Bye from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you. We must continue. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service. We are trying to, whatever we are saying here, it doesn't matter who it affects, either positively or negatively, but what matters is the way you take it. Because, just like Yahushua, Christ, made a parable. He told the parable of the word of God, the seed. Some seed, they fell into a thorny place, some fell into a sandy place, some fell into a place of manure. Some seeds, they will grow quick, but because the stone don't have enough nutrients to sustain them, they will die off because they fall into a bad place. So it depends on how you take. Some people will come with emotion, because some of our people, they work with only emotion, sentiments. Oh, the way you talk. Oh, they come. You don't talk. They join you. Once they join, when they see small hardship, they say, "Oh boy." That speed they used to join you with, the same speed they just run away. These are the people, the seeds that fall into a thorny place that have little nutrients. So it depends on how you take it. So you that is listening, because it makes me wonder, when our leader was broadcasting a few days ago, I just took a notice of it. Who is calling? Oh, I'm Dr. Kafo. Oh, I say, why? But after, when he was being asked, are you a family member? No, I'm working on it. He just want to show that his doctor is supposed to talk to the director. Our director, our supreme leader. It's him that fits him, not others. So that, maybe can even tell our leader, contact me offline, please. That is pride. Just like Mazin Dukum said, it's like that everywhere. Some people, they feel that, oh, why am I going to join this? The person, when they come, they see maybe even he's speaking bad English. Say, me, can I sit down here? Hold me. Our people have become whole. H-O-L-E. I'm not talking of W-H-O. They are calling themselves a homie, but it's whole that doesn't contain nothing. That is why, I know it's Susuhari. You know, you want to, you know, you are calling yourself a homie, but look at your, tell me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Look at the person you call your president. They will ask him question, they read question to him, he will bring out an answer, reading answer. He don't even know how to talk. And you are calling yourself a whole me. Come on. Let's stop this. Because this is to the detriment of our collective interests. This self-centeredness. How can a homie, a chief, this and that, a whole you, once this oxygen O2, once he stops for 5 minutes, you are not nothing more than a number in a morgue. Nothing more. Number 009. That is a whole you. You go to the morgue and mortuary and start what you whole means. Yeah, dear. Just breathe. So it is high time for you to walk. Sometimes you need to think. Not remove this self-centeredness in you. Just for me, in 24 hours, maybe remove it for maybe 1 minute and think. These things that are going on, how am I going to contribute? How? You know, it makes you feel like real human that you want to do something. Because there's nothing like thinking good and trying to do something good. You know, other than being self-centered. All about me, all about me, all about me. Oh, my children, all. Please, the caller, you can call back. I'm trying to pick the call, but I don't know what's happening. So, all this, whole me, chief, how can I be, with these people, you are doing yourself no good. Do not at your sick bed or at your deathbed, you start regretting, oh, I would have done this. I would have done this. It will be very sad. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, this is Obasi. Okay. I'm calling right now from Columbus, Ohio, United States of America.
You're welcome to the program, Mazi.
Yeah, I actually want to contribute. I following your broadcast and it was interesting. Well, the only thing I have to say about
sorry, please, before you continue, I think I'm hearing, is it radio or noise or something like that? You can lower it, please. Or television, I don't know.
It's a game somebody playing, but I think.
Okay.
But is it okay right now? Is it okay?
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's better.
Okay. So what I'm actually saying is that the problem of our people, the way I say it, is lack of being loyalty. They are not loyalty to the tribe they call themselves, like the Igbo tribe. In fact, it's not about really Igbo. If you consider all the different tribes we have in Biafra land, they don't pay any allegiance to their immediate tribe, and it's a big deal. That's why you see people don't have feeling, even things when they affect a fellow tribe person. The only way you find those things in our community is our ladies, just as you have described. It's only our ladies that you see them having that feeling that this person is from this place. They don't have the Igbos, the Bibio, all of them that being called Biafra, that are Biafra. They don't have that allegiance to their tribe. If you go to the north, I schooled at the northern states. The first of all is the northern person. Anything they're doing, they have to consider the people first. First to consider the people. It doesn't matter whether the person is poor or whatever means it is. They have to consider the person first. They do give us money in the school when we're schooling in the north, but they pay the people first before they pay every other people. That we don't really know how much they pay their people, but they pay us as well. but they pay their people first.
Mazi, let me come in there. Do you know what you said now? Do you know that, for example, if it is in our own side, for example, in the southeast, Biafra land, that they are paying money in schools to people, and you have Northerners there, do you know that our own people say, no, we are all Nigerians, it doesn't matter, there is no need to discriminate or to do, because they will call it, if they say, let us pay Biafrans or Igbos first, they say, no. Our people...
No, it won't happen. It won't happen on our side.
It won't happen. They will even try to make sure that they pay the foreigners first. Yes.
They're going to pay the Northerners first. And claiming that this is our people who they have to pay the foreigners first. Our people value people that came, not their own people. They value people that come around them, not their own people. But every other people, if go to Yoruba, even here where we work, the people first of all strive for their people. If there's any vacant, they call their people first. You are from Nigeria, he won't call you. He won't call you until you don't find anybody from his tribe. That's where you can call. If he like you, he can call you if you are his friend. Otherwise, he will ignore that job. Doesn't matter what it is. He will ignore it if he don't have anybody to help. If you see even the churches we have enough in Nigeria, see the churches they do. The Yorubas, I was in Winners Chapel up to LSC chairman. That is, we call it local council chairman in the church. You're the one control the pastor in each branch. That's what the local council chairman does. You control the pastor. So do you know what happened? What they do is that as soon as the church grew to a certain extent, it has to be, they will bring a Yoruba man from nowhere and come and take the other person to a different location.
Place to hustle for new.
Yes. Building
I know that.
Again.
Yes.
So these are the people that have allegiance to their own people. You can call it that they are tribalistic. I don't know, whatever. Can even people for once be for their people first? That's why you see our politicians can never work well. It can never work well because they don't have their people in our hearts. They believe that the people, they don't even believe that they can get the vote from their people. They believe that the people, the caliphate is the one that make them who they want to be. So what are they? What's the need talking about you when they don't even have any feeling for you? Okay, see, you mentioned that the states, the Igbo only concentrate on the 5 states, where you have all Igbo around all other states, neighboring states. You compress yourself to only 5 states. Then your identity, you lay them away. Then tomorrow you say, how will you be an Igbo man? You're saying that you're not Igbo. Did you recognize him as Igbo man? Did you recognize him? You have to, first of all, if you don't agree with me as your family, how will I supposed to be your family? You see, these people, you don't even recognize them, and you now claiming, how will you say that you are Igbo better? No, because that's the identity they give to him, the caliphate gives to him. You're supposed to do your homework, that we are all one, being in one brother. Why won't a data Igbo man be the Ohanezo chairman? Why won't he be? Why a Kore man cannot? Why will he not be the Ohanezo chairman? Why will he always come from the so-called 5 states? When you have other Igbos, it has to be a merit.
In Kogi?
Yeah, how will you just continue to be, you always say, you do all whatever you do? That is not fair. You have to inculcate all the Igbos. This is, even the Ohanese, whatever they are doing, they're supposed to be all the old Eastern region traditional rulers, supposed to be together all the time. You see the Northerners, do you know how many tribes is in Borno State? Borno State, that if you go there, this place where the Boko Haram is terrorizing is not a Fulani place. It's a great Christian state, local government. They call it Bama. The tribe that is there is Marigi and Goza. That's the 2 tribes that dominate that area. Yes, they can take over like a state in our side. So these people, they don't dress like the Northerners. They dress like the way Safari, that's what they wear. These people They are Christian. But this place now, if I tell you that this place has been decimated, they are no longer, you can't even find, they have the area, they have something that they never have before. They don't even talk about being Christian anymore. These are the places where you see this Boko Haram stuck in. So these people really know what they are doing. They really know what they are doing. The thing is, our people is not having that allegiance to their own tribe first. And if a Bibio man don't have allegiance to a Bibio first, whatever you are doing, let it be a Bibio first. Let it be a job first, before any other person. Let it be an Igbo man first, before you do for your people first, before you extend out. That is first. Biafran people first. Nothing like that. So that's where we're missing the whole issue. So this is what they're supposed to inculcate. That's why you see, if you are saying based on this, there's division of mind. Because what this person believes in, this one don't believe on it. Because most people don't even believe that you have to pay allegiance to your tribe first. They don't believe it, especially our side. That's why you see somebody, even this one you're talking about Igbo president. If any man become a president, the chief of army staff, he will go and take Hausa man and put there. He will take all the position will be an Hausa man to make them feel happy, to make them feel accommodating. And they can never accommodate you because your foundation is your tribe first. If you don't build your foundation, there's no way you can stand firm. No way. Goodluck Jonathan was able to rule 6 years because he used the Biafran people to round himself. As soon as he take him off, they take him out. As soon as the chief of army staff was they forced him, he took him out of that position. What did they do? They threw him out of the government. Is that not what happened?
Thank you, my brother.
I just pray that our people reason to pay allegiance to their own tribe first. First of all, recognize your people first. There's nothing the people that you think you do, they can't do favor to your enemy. There's nothing you can do. I don't know what to say, man. Just thank you very much. Continue your work. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you, my brother. I hope you are a family member. I hope.
Yeah, I am. I was in Atlanta. I've been doing my best.
No problem.
I've been trying here to see.
It's okay.
I'm trying not to see our people to come together, but everybody keep telling me different things. But all the same, we're all doing our best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is Radio Biafra as a service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. We have work to do in our people's heads, in our own mentality. You know, when our leader will talk, he will say he is fighting monster. The hardest thing to do is, trying to convince or trying to change the mindset of black man. But what am I trying to say? My own is trying to change the mentality of a Biafran man. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course. Jonathan, my name is Chukwunedu. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Good morning from here.
Good evening, sir. Good morning also here, of course. Yes, my name is Chukwunedu Ozemenam. I hailed from is in Imo State. Imo State is in Biafra land. But I reside here in Morocco, Kingdom of Morocco. Yes. And I'm serving this very great family as an IPOP, as a national secretary. And my national coordinator is Mazi Chukwu Basile Ifani Chukwu. He is our national coordinator here in Morocco. Now, Mazi, before I go into the topic of the day, there is an observation I wanted to make. I think about some days ago, if I'm not mistaken, somebody called from Morocco, and you try to ask him which family does he belong to. that person did not give a response to that. And that very day, I tried to call to correct that impression, but I wasn't opportune. You know. Now, I want to state it here categorically that Morocco have 4 zones. We have Rabat, we have Tanja, and we have 2 in Casablanca. And in case anybody call again, very, very important, because you see, our people, we have a lot of Biafras here, but they don't want to come and join the struggle. Where you will always see them is where celebration is taking place, like all this, clubbing and all the rest of them. But when you are telling them about Biafra Restoration Project, they will be telling you, but we are all a Biafra. But come out, let us do it because as now, they are not coming out. But you hear somebody will call because maybe he or she is being opportune to get the number. He will call, try to pose as if it's one of us. But we know ourselves. That is by the way. Then, yes, I haven't said that. I will have another new zone again that's coming on here in Rabat. Also, we call it Takadum. That's very, very beautiful. Then, having said that, my able presenter, Mazi Jonathan, honestly, I've been following your program. Very, 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 very interesting. In fact, I pity for those that are missing it, honestly. Very, very enjoyable, honestly speaking. Let me just say this. You see, according to your topic today, actually, please permit me to speak this very beautiful language. I call it vernacular. Very, very beautiful language. But then, thank you. But then, as the film is you see, I na chosen the ono akurai because our people now is only good in killing their own. Why am I saying this? When you look around, you will find out that God single-handedly bring out our leader. But the problem we all, him particularly, is facing now is, why should he be our leader? Why? Then, why shouldn't he be him? I was in a social media this week. The people were just castigating one of us again. The man of God. His name is, he has a church in Onisha. His name is Chuku Emeta. I'm not trying to dive into church issue here, but I'm just trying to take it for an instance, please. You see, this person, this man of God now, is a prophet, is our own. But people now is trying to talk down on him. Leaving the other bishops and all the rest of them, the life of all these people, Kumuyi, that not saying anything to them. Why is our own brother, our own evil brother, so wicked to our own? Have you seen the game being played? Say at the article, it will be another rest of them. All those things, a possible one in the can buy your money. But the cashine for on the worst. I'm asking a mammy, you one of them. Sometimes, then they can some people sometimes. Obligatory dear by a bam go be far now, and with so many of them, in fact, how can I have and whenever you are asking them, when you read meaning in what they are saying, you will find out that these people are completed. I mean, the idiot is more even vulnerable than them. I like that. I so much love your topic this evening, in the sense that anyị na-ekele mụ na ya ma ife na anyị bụ nke a whole. Yes, you rightly put it. You make it us to understand this like it's a whole. It's a HOLE, not to WHOLE. Yes, that is correct. I love it. Our people, onye hụrụ ọsị ya wụ a whole nke onye ka ewu a whole you. Yes, a whole ka ewu. Akwefughị. So my able presenter, I'm going to say that not the good late kita now, and so many people is asleep, or why some people also is awake. I must at least I must say a big thanks to you because it's not easy. Yes, one of these, their hands it broke us for at least 1 week. Coming on yellow. But the element that now God Almighty in His own infinite mercy will always give you the strength, the option to function because it's not an easy job. So I must say that you have to keep it up. Just our deputy leader, Mazi Uchemo, for you to tell us, please. Don't. I know that you are one of the. In terms of this struggle, you are, I can say, hardcore. One of the hardcore, yes, you are. Because since you started this, I've been following you. You never won the rare go out from the track. I must say a very big thank you. As I'm praying to you this night, I believe that God Almighty Himself will make Himself in your life, because even in the Bible say that heaven, those that watered in the house of God shall be watered. You are doing your Father's work, so keep it up, please. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
And having said that, I must also bring a very big thank you to our able leader, the prophet of our time. I say, whatever he is at this moment and whatever he's doing, let God Almighty keep guiding and protecting. Somebody that we're supposed to be emulating to, and other people are talking all manner of nonsense to him. I say, my leader, may you live long to see Biafra. May your grandchildren, be a blessing to this our new nation. And I say we all that is into this struggle, may all of us see Biafra in Chukwu Okike Abiyama name that I pray. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We must continue. This is Radio Biafra Service. We are winding down on this program, and we thank God and we thank each and every one of you for listening. We must continue talking because we will never cease to talk. It depends on how you take it and what you take it to be, to mean in your life. As I was saying before, sometimes you have to take some few minutes of your life or your time in a day to have a retrospect. What am I contributing to the advancements of my people? As this caller said, or is it the last caller before this one, that you must be loyal to your tribe first. We have tried this Nigeria thing. It didn't work. Instead, they put us into rubbish. They put us into quagmire. So, because we were thinking that Nigeria is our nation, but lo and behold, all were lies. Our nation is Biafra. That's it. Simple and short. While the predecessors, political predecessors from Biafra land, were striving for Nigeria, this and that, the northerners were quietly consolidating with their people. That is taproot, building roots with their people. Our people were foolishly campaigning, Nigeria, Nigeria. And what is the result today? What is the result today? You know, people always shout, hey, they come, they divide us, hey, they this and that to us. But my answer sometimes goes like, why do you accept for division? You know, I used to give this example during the time of the Ekumeku, our great ancestors, the great warriors, Ekumeku, that resisted Britain for decades. The only people in the black Africa that were able to do that against the onslaught of the British people. You know why they lost when they disintegrated? I mean, the Kumeku. There were confusion. The people started saying, okay, let us, everybody defend your own land. That is where problems started. And that is where now the British took it. And the British, you know, they saw it that, look, divide and conquer, that is the method. So that is, since that time, they continue dividing us. And we accepted it till death. Isn't it pathetic? The people that should know more since after the war, are we the only people that have been defeated in a war? Japan was defeated in the Second World War. Germany was defeated. Many people have been defeated in the war. But what is happening? They took up their pieces and they move on. Galvanize themselves into moving on. But in our own, it is our own people that are being used in order to destroy us. That is the saddest, the most pathetic side of it. That is it. It is our own people. They continue allowing the people, the Fulani Caliphate, to be shrinking us. Igbos, oh, the Igbos, the 5 states. Who tell you that? That Igbos are only the 5 states. As our brother rightly said, look, I've been saying it. Just research. The northern part of Nigeria has the more tribes, ethnicities in Nigeria. But it's quiet. They can never know. They can never make you understand. They can never tell you. They kept quiet. But they will be shining such light on our side. Oh, we are divided. We have a Bible. We have a faith. Who tell you that? We are one people. But because the British knew that, oh, dividing them is their failure. That is what they have been doing. But what of the people we accepting it? Are we not committing the greatest crime? We are committing the greater crime than the British, the conquerors, because every time, you are caller, I'm coming, please hold on. Every time your enemy, hold on, please, I'm coming. Every time you are conquerors, I mean, your enemy will try to undo you. But it is now for you to refuse it and to resist it. That is what I'm saying. So every time if you are talking, oh, they're blaming others, blaming the exterior people. Why not you take your time and blame yourself? Let us be humble. Humility brings patience. Humility brings discipline. Humility brings unity of purpose. And moreover, remember, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. We are really losing our earth because of lack of humility, because of lack of meekness. Caller on the line, your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? Please, can you lower are you in the car? Lower your radio, lower, please.
No, I'm at a place of my work, so and I cannot lower it, but let me move away a little bit.
Okay, do that, please.
Good morning, Mazi. Mazi Jonathan.
Yeah, good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Okay, I'm calling from South Korea. What I want to say concerning our people is that, like me, I don't. When I hear our people talk, I don't get angry with them any longer because there is something that I've understood. Like, if even when Israelites was in Egypt, it was not all the Israelites accepted to go back. When you talk about going back, some of them won't even try to like to listen to you. So it's the same thing that you see that is happening to our people. Some of our people they are relaxed. They feel that the way they are is better for them. Some of them will tell you, you want me to lose what I have. You want them to kill us. You want to bring war. But there is one thing. There is no freedom without fighting back. You can't get your freedom without you standing to fight back. So, and if all our people join this IPOB, join this our family, believe me, IPOB will not be strong and it will not last. Everything will come down. The whole family they will spoil everything for us. Because just imagine how we have been, we are still working hard to see that there is no sabotage, but saboteurs are still fighting to see that they destroy what we are doing. So people, not everyone will join IPOB. That is what I know. Everyone cannot join IPOB, and it's not every Biafra. Every Biafran that we get into Biafra, that one is certain. Some will die trying to sabotage IPOB. That one is certain. Many will die trying to sabotage IPOB. So that is one thing I want people to know. Yes, what you are saying is right. Our people need to wake up. But those that does not want to wake up, we leave them and move ahead. And move ahead, so that when Biafra comes, then we will come. When you come to Biafra, we will put your case according to what you know you for during the struggle. So that is what I want to say, because even if we talk the next 100 years. There are people that they don't want even to hear anything about Biafra. So, but it will not stop us. We will keep going, moving on.
Of course.
Thank you for your good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is Radio Biafra. There is this news about the commencement of Operation Otoko, I don't know what they call it. Going on mostly in Biafra land. Positive operation, positive identification. OPI. When we call Nigeria zoo, they justify, they vindicate us that even we are giving nice name, we are giving them nice name. All this operation, that, by the military. What has the military got to do with the internal security of the country? That is not a war. Where there is war in the north, they are running away from there. That is in Nigeria. You are loyal to misplaced loyalty and the consequences. The Fulani Caliphate, I've said it many times, what they did is to destroy the police, because the Fulani, they are not there, they don't know about anything about policing. That is their way. That is their way. Their own system is Sharia. Their own version of Sharia. The legacies, one of the legacies of that the government of a country is a government of a people without asking questions. So you stay. You know what the military know is the art to kill, art of killing. They learn the art of killing, obey order. How are the military continue dealing with civilians? Why? I saw one guy in social media, he said military, wear military uniform, say, you know, what is a very big concern to him that the military, they are, instead of protecting their civilians, they are killing them and dealing with them, being brutal to them. Then what is the work of the police? Operation Positive Identification. How can you identify yourself? What of the headsmen? Are you identifying them? These people that are doing this, they are the so-called reintegrated Boko Haram that are flocked into the army, into the military in Nigeria. The Boko Haram that are killers, that chop people's head off, they will reintegrate them into the same military. What for? And you see our so-called politicians, everybody will be mute, like, you know, if you talk, you will die. If you don't talk, you will die. Why not talk? These are people that are coming in our land, raping our women. When they see somebody that have a tattoo, they will kill you. When they see you have a dreadlock, they will shave your hair. Military. What is military doing in our land? I continue asking. What is the work of the police? They have destroyed the police department in Nigeria. Because you know, police is more sophisticated than military. Because they deal with civilians. And they have many duties. Maintaining of peace. They are peacemakers. You know, they can regulate issues. Many things. Normally, the work of a policeman is more complicated than military. More sophisticated, I mean. The military is just with gun, just shoot. Obey or you shoot. Hands up or he shoot you and his job is done. But the policeman you should know how to control people, how to talk to somebody that is annoyed, a civilian that is mad, and talk to him until he comes back, becomes a normal person. How to talk to somebody that I want to commit suicide, and the person will come down, jump down from where he wants to commit suicide. Saving lives, that is their job. But military is killing. Why have Nigeria taught people like this? Mostly our Biafran politicians. They are not seeing. Why are they not seeing things that are obvious? And you see people in the diaspora, inviting them. You should be ashamed of yourself. Be humble to your nation. That is why Donald Trump say America first. He is right. Any person that is telling you that don't discriminate, that person, he's lying to himself. If he's telling you don't discriminate, let him work and give to other family instead of his own family first. You should not be discriminated. Nature made it like that. You have to consider your root first. It's like that. So when you are in Nigeria, you treat Nigeria first, not first before treating your own people good. You are working even against nature. If you say, don't discriminate, why are you going to work? When you work, you buy something for your children. Why don't you buy the thing first for other people? Leave your children now, bring crumbs for your children. That time you can tell me that, you are not discriminating. But you are discriminating. It's natural. America first, according to Donald Trump. He said, if other African countries will take it as a point of duty to care for their countries first, they will not have problems because they will be honest. But they don't care for their countries first. They want to come to America, buy land, buy properties. So what am I saying? It is high time we be loyal to ourselves, to our common cause. will be humble. Humbleness brings discipline. And we cannot win a war without discipline. Let us stop. Let us tell ourselves the truth. You must be disciplined. So if you are hearing my voice, whether anywhere you are in the United States, in Canada, anywhere, that you want to only talk or to come up to radio when our leader is on radio, now that time you can call and make yourself hard as a doctor you are, as a PhD holder, or as this and that. You are not humble. You are not helping the issue. You humble yourself. Even if you have the whole certificates in this world, go just look for the family in your backyard, in your area. Go there, sit down quietly. That person that didn't pass his WAEC, even that didn't give as the coordinator, just sit down quietly. Let him lead you. It's like that. If you can sit down quietly as a Nigerian and allow Jubril, impostor, to be leading you, doing anything he wants on you. If you bring container, you give order, you put all his people. The controller general is a Fulani. They see goods from you, they seize it, and they burn it. Because they don't give a dime. Now they go place to place, checking for cars. If you buy a car down, they ask you where is the custom clearance? You that bought your car legitimately. Do you see how they are doing? And do you see how you become a slave? You continue being a slave. But when it comes to being loyal to your own nation, to your own thing, you will not. You start saying, who do you know who I am? But if you are bringing container, you go to Lagos. Instead of something even you bring to your people that you're supposed to bring as an indigent, bring it through Port Harcourt, through Iguacha Wharf. Bring the container to your house and open it. Some things you will dash to people, you dash them, but you cannot. You will use annoy and sell everything in Lagos. That's it. You clear it there because of the disturbances of transporting it. You say, I beg, you sell everything. If you go now, you tell your villagers, there's things I bought for you, but because of Lagos hassle, I sold everything. Is it not shame? You are still a slave. But when it comes to joining, because if you're quiet, if you're humble, you can rise up. You can give because you are not there for anybody. You should not be there for anybody. You should be there for the cause of the people, the common cause. Let me give you an example of humbleness. In this man, I'm still giving an example with Mazio Bido Piano. I was in this struggle when he was suspended. The person that suspended him, he come up on the radio, he was suspended. I'm the man of DOS, HOD, head of Directorate of State. This man is suspended. Unusually for people, But Mazo Obid, he took it like that quietly. He went off and served in suspension. But that person that said came up to suspend, when he reaches his turn, he was suspended. He said, who is he going to suspend me? Now, let me ask you, if we are fighting for a Biafra that will be like this, that some people will be above the law, now, why not we could go stay in the zoo? You came up in the radio, now talking on, sweet like, this thing in your mouth, like saccharin. Mr. Bido Beno is suspended. And you quietly went and served in suspension. But when he reaches to you, you did something bad, you the announcer, they say you are suspended. You say, who is that person that will suspend me? They start counting. Do you know what I did in this and that? Now, if it is like that, why are we fighting for Biafra? Why? Is it not hypocrisy? Okewara. Because he's above the law. You see people supporting him. No, do you know what he did? You know what he justified? What are you justifying? Obey before complain. If you are there for the purpose of Biafra, you should obey. You should just, it's not for you. Your ego does not mean anything. But for the cause. That is where I give the example of the people, you know, that captured the Normandy, that took Normandy. When they landed in the sea, through the sea, the platoon, if you want that, if anytime I watch that, I say, what kind of thing is this? Somebody will carry explosive to go to throw to the machine gunner, the enemy machine gunner. He will be gunned down. He die. He fall, he die. The platoon commander will tell another person, Mr. Smith, oh yeah, move. It's your turn. Go and do it. Do your job. He will move without questioning. Just go. They will mull him down. Another person, until finally one person went and threw that explosive that saved many, many lives. That is it. If we are fighting for a Biafra whereby we have people that are above the law, that are above suspension, that are people that they can do anything. Now, what is the difference? Is it not what is happening in Nigeria? Where somebody, they will find the head of a human being in somebody's car. He will make a call to one Alhaji or to one person. The person will call immediately the chief of the police and tell him, I don't want to know what the person did or what he did. Leave him, let him go. They say, it's order from above. Oh. He broke the law. But because he's above the law. In Nigeria, there are people that are above the law. That is the main problem. Talking, this, I will do this. And, you know, just like Jubril. Say, how do you want somebody like that to bring to you know, support education? How? Tell me. People that doesn't value education, they say Western education is evil. Now you want him to improve education. That's why everywhere the schools are dilapidated. Finally, people, as one of our callers said, people fail to understand. They don't know that the northern part of Nigeria, they have the highest number of ethnicity tribes, but they don't open it up. Instead, they will be opening our side. Now we have the people, you know, just as the British did the minority, set up a minority commission. Minority, that word. But they don't have minority commission in the north. Do you see their tactics? We have the Bachama in Adamawa. These are tribes. We have the Bada in Plateau State. Bade in Yobe. Bada is different. Bade is different. We have the Bakulang in Taraba. We have the Bale in Taraba. We have the Bambora in Bauchi. We have the Bambuko in Taraba. Banda in Taraba. Banka in Bauchi. Bansa in Abdamawa. Bara in Bauchi. Bake in Bauchi. Barube in Niger State. Bashiri in Plateau State. We have the Bassa, Kaduna, Kogi, Niger and Plateau. We have the Bata in Adamawa. Bauchi in Niger State. Baya in Adamawa. These are just few, to mention but few. But you will never see them write it. For you, that is why you believe that, oh, they are one. No, they are not one. They are not one. Don't be deceived. They are not. When they come to our side, they will say, you have the Fik, you have the Ijo. The Ijo say, no, Ijo say they don't go with Igbos. Now, Fik say, no, they are separate, they cannot go with it. These are lies from the pit of hell. Propaganda. They are conditioning your mindset. They have been conditioning your head, conditioning our heads until we start believing and be acting the way they conditioned us. That is why today you can call them Hausa Fulanese. And it's working for them. Because they have conditioned our head, our mentality, our mouth to say that, and that is what is happening. Just like the way the Fulani call Yariba shady and deceitful. They describe them, oh, this is Yariba people. From now, as time goes on, they start changing. They start, Ndi Yariba, now Yariba people, Yariba. From there, Yoruba, 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 till death is thick. That is the same way. Once you are being conditioned, that is why, do you see, when you see this Fulani, you say they don't know anything. Do you see that there is no matter what you tell them, they can never mention Biafra in their discussion, the Fulanese. Just watch it. They will be saying the Igbos, they know what they are doing because creation comes from spoken word. Creation, it comes from spoken word. They continue speaking it until you will be forced to accept it, and it will stick into your brain. That is what they are doing. Igbos, they know that if they start calling Biafra, 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 now everybody will, people will be calling it. Because we are Biafrans. But they say no. Every time, just look at them, even in their write-up, in their public statements, you can never see a Fulani man call, Biafra. Never. Instead, we say, and the Igbos, no, this arrogant Igbos, and these Igbos. No, you tell him, no, it is not the Igbo. We are Biafrans. He tell you that, leave the Igbos. He will continue making the mistake. You think he don't know what he's doing? It's voluntary. That is what to override your mental state, your psyche, so that you start accepting what he's saying. That is the your mental state, your psyche, so that you start accepting what he's saying. That is the